Welcome back to the Anti Madden channel. We are back with another Stop This Play segment. We're still focusing on stopping the HB dive out of the Singleback Jumbo. The play we're going to use is the middle linebacker crossfire 3 out of the 3-4 Predators. So let me just show you real quick what we got to do. It's very simple on this one. I actually like this play a little bit better than the wheel buck 3 press out of the 3-4 odd, just because you don't have to deal with shooting through the gaps yourself. The AI on your team is going to shoot through the gap for you. Now the only adjustment you need to make is take this defensive tackle right here and you want to slide him over one notch, and that's it. And you want to get over to this free safety right here. Your responsibility is going to be to clean up any runs that your opponent bounces to the outside. So you kind of want to make sure you come down like this, and if he tries to bounce it outside, you're there to meet him before he can get any yards. And that's pretty much all you're going to do. I'm just going to show you what will happen. And what's going to happen here is this linebacker right here is going to shoot through the gap and have a straight up running lane so he can just tackle the guy for a loss. Let me just show you. So right there, he just blows up straight through the gap. And all you got to do is make sure you slide the guy, because if you don't slide the guy, the blocking won't set up properly and you won't get that linebacker shooting through right there. Let me just show you. If you don't slide it, actually he just blew it up because I think he was moving before the snap. Let me just let him get set before the snap. He might even blow it up anyway. He gets stuck right there. So it's a really good play anyway, but this, when you slide the guy over, it kind of ensures that that guy's going to come through. So that's really all you want to do. And you saw right there, I actually tried to bounce it back outside. And that's why you want to use that free safety right here. You want to use this guy right here, because if your opponent does bounce it outside, you're the only guy out there to make that tackle. So you want to make sure you're ready to provide run support on that edge right there. So let me just, I'm trying to use it, both controllers here. Just run it a couple more times. You can see your opponent is really just going to get tackled immediately in the backfield for a loss every time. And that's a really good play to run actually on the goal line, because if your opponent is in that HB dive, and you'll probably know, just because if he runs it the first time, you can be sure that he'll probably try to run it again. So all you want to do is slide the guy over, that D tackle, use this guy for run support on the edge. And if let's say I was trying to run for a touchdown here, I'd probably try to run through there. Can't get it that way. Slide him over like this. Say I try to bounce it out to the right. Can't get it that way. And right there at the that blitzing linebacker actually got picked up, and they still were able to block shed. Can't bounce it out to the right. Let me just try to go straight up the middle. Let's see, straight up the middle. Let's see what happens there. Try to go straight up the middle. Okay, I scored right there, and that's because that linebacker is getting picked up right here. Now I'm not sure why he's getting picked up the last couple of times on this one, but again, it's not going to work. You see, this is the guy right here that we want to come through, but for some reason here, you see the center just picks him up, and he should be coming through that gap right there. So I'm gonna let the computer run it, and so we can just get some reps where I don't have to use both controllers, and show you what we need to do. And right there, the other linebacker came through. Okay, so now I'm on defense now. Just make sure you slide this guy. And see right there, I wasn't doing my job on the outside. I actually got sucked on the inside. So you definitely got to stay disciplined when you are on this edge right here. And right there, make sure you're there to either chop him down so that he doesn't get any yards, because he might see that outside open and try to, and you just got to trust that one of your linebackers is going to come through. And the thing about it, for me, again, it's at 80%. It's going to work some of the times. I mean, it's always good to have a play that you know is going to work against a particular play. And a lot of my plays that I run on defense, I run them because I know it's going to work on a particular play with a high probability. Now, it doesn't work every single time, but at least I have something in a situation like a goal line like this where I know if he's in the Singleback Jumbo and he's trying to just run up the middle, we're going to get the stop because we're in the right play, and everything's going to set up perfectly in terms of where my linebackers are going to shoot through gaps and everything. And all you got to do is make sure you play your position and you should have success on this play. So you can see the computer's not really getting in for touchdowns on the easy, and for some reason the other linebacker is coming in because the center is just guarding the picking up my blocker. And right there I ended up just running in, trying to get him in the backfield. And so you're going to stop the HB dive out of this when you're right there. He gets through. So sometimes he gets free, you know. Sometimes you'll get free, but again, you're playing the probability. If this is third down and you stop him on third down like this, there's a low probability that he wants to go for it again out of the same formation, especially if that's his go-to. Because if you can stop his go-to, he'll probably just kick the field goal. So it's a win-win situation where he only gets 3 instead of 7. Especially maybe down in the late in the game. It'll definitely help. Maybe fourth quarter, he's trying to just run the ball in, and you get a fourth down stop. It's a great feeling stopping somebody when they think they're just going to score easily. So this is a good play. And the other thing I didn't actually add on this is actually it's a pretty good pass defense. It's probably the best pass defense out of the ones I've found in terms of if it is a pass, but that's more for the middle of the field. So you can see most of the time we are stopping this running back. The computer really can't find any lanes to run through because the middle is done. I'm protecting the outside, and if he tries to bounce it out to the right, he's going to have to bounce all the way outside those tight ends, and you'll definitely probably get somebody block shedding off the edge right here. And right there I'm going to end up meeting him. So that's going to do it for this edition of Stop This Play. Stay tuned for the next segment where we'll be again focusing on the last play, stopping the HB dive out of the Singleback Jumbo Pair. And then we're going to move on to the other popular play out of the Single Jumbo Back Pair, which is the 0-1 trap, which is actually a really good play against a lot of formations because it just really, you can get like 4 or 5 yards every single time. If you don't have the right play called. So stay tuned for those videos. Until next time, the Anti Madden is out. Peace.